Well, you looking to find a little something to do this weekend? Maybe head on downtown where it's nice and quiet for a change, right? With the holiday weekend. I know exactly where you should go. You should hook up with this guy right here, Chef Eric Osborne of Centurion restaurant in downtown
Terry.
Phoenix, right?
You got it.
Oh, I like that. Thanks, Terry. That was good. Can I throw you under the bus real quick?
Oh, go
This
for
was
it.
pretty funny. Right before we started, he goes, "What's your name again?" That's my line. That's what I always say. What's your name again? Okay, you're cooking up.
Sorry, I'm a chef. You know, I'm not up this early.
Seriously, I get you.
I'm up late.
I'm teasing you and giving you a hard time because I can. Look, what you're making up for us is what you call a Portuguese fish stew.
Yes.
Okay, I've never actually heard of anything like that. And I have to say, really?
We kind of specialize in things you haven't heard of, actually.
Oh, okay.
One of the things that I try to... You're in a kitchen.
Fair.
One of the things that I try to do is I try to make things that you can't find anywhere else.
Okay.
So for Portuguese fish stew, we start with a little bit of red onion, chopped garlic, and oil, and all beef chorizo,
Okay,
which I started sauteing already.
Okay.
And then once they're a little translucent and the chorizo's a little cooked and you can start to smell the garlic, you're going to drop in some marsala wine.
Ooh,
and then after the marsala, I drop in the shrimp, the mussels, and the little neck clams. I prefer New Zealand green lip mussels over black mussels because the meat's a little bit sweeter. And as you can see, they're a lot bigger than your normal mussels, which is really nice.
Yeah. Do you want me to put the wine in yet?
Actually, the wine's already in there, if you
Oh,
can see it
sorry.
right there, yeah.
Oh,
So we're
I
going to let
missed
the
that.
fish cook a little bit right now.
Okay.
But what I can have you do is I can actually have you take some of this Alaskan king crab.
Ooh, this goes in it?
That actually goes on top.
Oh my goodness.
And what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this melted butter, and you're just going to spoon a little bit over the crab just to keep it moist while we heat it up in the oven. One of the big mistakes a lot of people make whenever they are cooking crab at home, if they don't use the boiling method or the steaming method, is that they don't use any moisture to keep the crab still moist. It is a very delicate meat.
Well, that makes sense because it would just completely dry it out and just shrivel it up in its own shell. And
right.
that's not good.
And we don't want that.
No, we don't.
And so while we're doing that, we're just going to throw this in the oven over here.
All right, I'll keep stirring for you over
We're
here.
gonna let that
this cooks
go.
up really fast.
It doesn't take long. That's the nice part about this.
Now, a particular type of chorizo or
I use an all beef chorizo that's more like a Spanish chorizo. So it's got a little bit less spice, and it's definitely got a lot less grease because instead of being the traditional pork chorizo, it's a beef chorizo.
Okay.
And so I like the flavor better that way too.
All right, we have about a minute left. What are the potatoes for?
So the potatoes, actually, we're right there. So the potatoes go in now, and then we add our red sauce. You can use any standard red sauce that you want for this dish. We use our own homemade pizza sauce, which we actually cook in our all wood-fired brick oven at 1200 degrees.
Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
So it gets a good caramelization of the sugars and
this is the
sriracha, right?
Oh, this
awesome stuff. Best hot sauce I've ever found in my career. So you add that, and you add Worcestershire, or as one of my interns called it, "What's this here sauce?"
I like that.
And then you stir it up, and you let it cook, and you let it finish.
And it's going to look something like this.
And then it's going to end up like this. All we do to finish it is we just finish it off with a little bit of shredded manchego on top.
That is beautiful. We have the recipe on our website, and when we come back, in the next segment, you're going to cook up some dessert.
Yes.
And you're going to pair it with a nice light cocktail, right?
Yes.
I love it. All right, we have all the information to Centurion on our website.